Hey guys, it is your Caramel Love Guru. This is your June 16th daily reading, Aries. Yesterday, I know I didn't do any readings. I think I'm gonna make Fridays TGIF Fridays. So, no messages on Fridays. Fridays is just everybody chill out, and healing could be done when you come back. It's Friday. Turn up. Don't be thinking about the bad stuff. But okay, so what we have is intuitive. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing intuitive today because yeah, well, I guess I could tell a little bit how the magician is here. So I'm going to tell a little bit about my spiritual journey and how I found myself and my passions. I'm going to try to make it quick. So I went through this twin flame journey where, I get to a point where, everything in my life has always been a little like not really where I wanted to be, but love, I was always able to control that. I was always able to control my love life. But when it came to this guy who entered my life, it got turned upside down because I didn't have the control anymore. And I really realized that when I didn't have the control in the relationship, I looked around and I realized I didn't have control of my whole life. That I was in an illusion, per se. An illusion. And through this person doing things that kind of hurt me and put pain through, like the thing is he was pretty much doing things that had been done to me in previous relationships, but in those it was always kind of just like whatever, okay, yeah, I would hurt, but I'd just be like, okay, whatever, I guess that's just what I get, I guess. Hurt comes with love. That's what I was always taught. And so, pretty much, I took some time. When I met him, I was flunking out of college. I was figuring out. I was between schools. I just realized that I was supposed to be going back to school, but then I thought something was going on, so I ended up dropping out of school and going to a school nearby, and I still wasn't satisfied when I was going to a school closer to home. I still wasn't really doing the work. I wasn't interested. Like everybody's like, you just gotta push hard, you gotta work hard. That's what working hard is. Is you being able to get through things that that you don't want to do. But I'm like, why, like, I've always been an inquisitive child, like, even, so especially when I get older, I'm really just thinking, like, why is that what working hard is? Is being able to work to do something that you don't want to do. Shouldn't working hard be putting in work towards something that you genuinely want? Towards something that is genuinely what you want to do? And I started, after time and time of the hurt that came from this relationship and feeling lost and feeling like I know I'm meant to be something. I know I'm meant to be great. I know I'm meant to be successful. But how am I supposed to get there when I look at what everybody says my life should be, and when I look at how I want my life to be, there's a whole blank area of how I'm going to get there. And it's not in the way that everybody thinks that I should. I wanted to be a marine biologist, and yes, I would be getting money, but I wouldn't be getting the kind of money that I wanted. I don't want to be rich to do dumb things. Like, yes, I want to travel the world, and yes, I want to be able to, have a plane and go when I want to go and do what I want to do, or stuff like that. Of course, I'm going to indulge, but I genuinely want to make a difference in the world, and I know that in order to have a voice or to make a difference, you need to be in a certain stature. You need to be in a certain class to even be heard, to even be respected, and to even be thought of. And I realized that at an early age, seeing because my dad, he's always he always was very good at letting me know about the realities of the world, because I grew up very I'm not gonna it wasn't I didn't have a strict life. I just liked being at home. Like, I liked being around my parents, and I liked being at home, because when I was out with other people, I knew I wasn't really being myself. And in all honesty, I really wasn't being myself with my parents either, but I was being more myself. When I was with people, I was always worried about what I was saying. I would be acting, in the dumb, stupid way that they were acting, because, that's what I guess everybody's doing, is acting dumb and stupid. And I'm the weird one, because I'm the one that's actually, like, thinking and questioning and wondering what's going on. And when I was younger, I got made fun of. People had all these things to say, but then as I got older, I found myself and I started to become more attractive, and those same people who never listened to me, they began to see me, and they began to listen to what I had to say. And it wasn't like I was saying anything different, it was just that I looked different. I looked like somebody that they should listen to. I looked like somebody that should be respected, because I was seen as pretty, or the guys wanted me, or I had a confidence about me, because regardless of how insecure I was always able to put on a face. Libra is my moon sign. So let me tell you, I can put face on and take face off. And I only take face off when I get in my home. So, I might not go completely barefaced until I get into my room or my bathroom, but yes, I took the face off. And I finally sat down and I prayed. I had got to such a place where I was like, what am I even doing here? Like, what is my purpose? Like, I'm getting, like, I was in a very, very dark, bad place. So, I understand when you start to question, like, what is the point of life? What is this? People think that you're so young. What do you stress about? It's like, do you know all your life you hear, enjoy your times when you're young, because when you get older, it's miserable. That's all you hear. So as you get closer and closer, you start to feel that fear and that anxiety towards this miserable life that everybody has hyped you up for your whole life. But in all reality, life doesn't have to be miserable. It's that generations and generations of our family have settled because people have brainwashed or forced or put things into our mind through religion and through just all types of things, And I finally got to my lowest point where I'm praying and I'm saying, what can I do? And I hear a voice and they say, be the best you. And I'm like, be the best me. That's it. That's all. That's what I got to do. Be the best me. Then that sounds crazy to me. I'm like, what should I even be doing? It's like hair, like all these things are being thrown up in my mind, and I'm like, whoa, I thought of these things, but I never could see myself being able to make it happen. So you mean to tell me all these passing ideas, all these things that people have told me, this isn't going to get you money, this isn't going to do this isn't a concrete, like, nobody wants to take chance. It's all about what you know. I know that you can make this much money doing this. If you go to college for this, you could do this and make a living. Everybody looks at the money. Nobody looks at what it is that they want to do, and the fact that if you want to do it, God is going to bless you, because that's your path. That's what you're supposed to be doing. When you start to take action towards doing that thing that is that fire inside of you, Aries, you fire signs, that fire that drives you inside of you, that thing that's your passion, that's your love, that's your joy. When you start to begin to realize what that is and focus on that, there will be things that are laid out in front of you. And I heard people say this when I was going through my awakening and going through figuring out myself and finding myself. I kept hearing, it'll happen, God will make it happen. And I'm like, what do you mean it's just gonna start happening? You mean all I gotta do is focus? And if it was that easy, why doesn't everybody just do it? Everybody doesn't just do it because it's not shown to everybody, or people don't, it's so easy for your mind to be distracted from finding yourself these days in TV, in social media, in your phone, and you have a little computer in your hand at all times throughout the day, so you could be reading and doing all types of things rather than letting your mind go and letting yourself be you. That people end up distracted, very, very distracted. But, once I realized that all I had to do was ask and go towards, open my mind, look at synchronicities, look at things that are popping up. Synchronicities at first were like so strange to me. I'm going to try to make videos and stuff about like that type of stuff, but it was so crazy to me. And now I get it. Now I see it. Now, because I used to watch videos and be like, what do you mean? Just like, I want to make a little simpler video maybe. But let me go with y'all's reading, because what I'm trying to say is that I realized that I had the ability to do everything that I wanted, and now I'm starting to go towards passions that I thought were only things that I could fantasize about, not something that I could touch. And now I'm realizing that I am the magician, and that I have the ability to do whatever that my mind wants me to do, my mind, my soul, my body, what I genuinely want to do, because it's what I am supposed to do. And that's my little intuitive before talking about the magician. And I feel like that's what's happening with you guys, is that you guys are realizing that you are able to do whatever you want to do, and you guys have now become the Son of Wands, meaning that you guys are genuinely finding your passions and gifts and crafts and being somebody who you want to be. And you're also realizing that perfection is an illusion. Nothing can be perfect. So I feel like you're realizing that you're able to do anything, and here there's this karmic here who has weakened you. And when I say this karmic, I mean somebody who is sometimes too harsh, cruel, but that way because they've went through some very deep, tragic things. So you're feeling tired trying to prove to this person that you're somebody. You're tired of being on your hands and knees trying to prove to this person that you are more, because it's to the point where they don't believe in you, to the point that now you feel weak, you feel broken. you you felt depressed, you felt negative, you felt like dark, felt heavy, blocked. Like you guys felt like you guys were completely done, completely finished. Like there was nothing that you guys felt like nothing. You guys felt broken down. And what I want to say to that is that when you get to that place, you get to you know what? You thank that reverse King of Swords. You thank that person who was harsh and who was mean and who broke you down and who brought you to this place. You thank them. You know why? Because in them trying to break you, or maybe they didn't even intentionally try to break you, they're just broken, so they don't even realize what they're doing. For one, that's a way that you could forgive them. They don't even know what they're doing because they're so broken, they're floating. But you realize that person broke you down to a place where now you have a clean ground, you have a clean slate, you have a clean beginning to let go of everything that you were before, that personality, that inner that let somebody do that, and you build yourself stronger and you build yourself greater. You go towards what your love is, so that you don't ever let nobody be able to drop you down like that again. You start to get a voice for yourself that nobody could. You become you take that King of Swords and you take his sword, and now you become the sworder. Okay? The person who has the sword. You guys go in and literally be selfish. Start a clean slate and don't be selfish. Find the balance between selfless and selfish. But be selfish. Focus on you. Focus on things that you are interested in. Everybody's like, find your passions. I remember when I first started, I was like, find my passions. How am I going to find my passions? And I started to look up things, and it's like, look at the shows that you watch. What do you watch all the time? I used to watch the baking channel. I watched all of this bakery show. I can't even remember what it was called. I watched all of that bakery show when I was younger, and I used to bake and stuff, and I used to do brownies and cakes and cupcakes and stuff. And I realized that was a passion of mine. I used to watch America's Next Top Model, and I wanted to be a model, but I was short. How can I be a model if I'm short? I used to watch reality TV all the time. I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to have like a situation like the Kardashians. I'm entertaining. My family's entertaining. We could have a thing, have a show. I've always wanted to act. I've always wanted to sing. I started to realize things that I doubted that I could do, and started to look at it like, you know what, I could. If that's something that I want to do, I'm going to try it. Why not? Let's figure out if that's something that I can do or not. And when I started to do that, I started to realize that I had the magician. I could do anything that I wanted to do. But now that you know that you can do anything that you want to do, figure out what you want to do, like forever, like what you would happily do for the rest of your life with a smile on your face. You don't want to be, yes, you can do whatever, but you don't want to be doing whatever miserable. Do what you want and do what makes you happy. This situation with this reverse King of Swords, you're starting to realize that it wasn't really what you thought it was. you're starting to realize, well, I guess I did see that this was a soulmate connection from the jump. Like, I guess I did see that this really wasn't, who I was. I should have realized that when he didn't support me and when he would push me down, that he wasn't ready for this and I wasn't ready for this, because we were both not happy within ourselves. And in you realizing that this was a game and that you were only playing at love, in your opinion, I think that you attract this emperor. I think that you attract this emperor who looks at this situation, I feel, and is able to help build your confidence again. There's this stable emperor who comes, and I feel like maybe you're feeling like you can talk to this person and you can communicate and tell them about what happened with this reverse King of Swords, and they're able to give you advice, show you how to go to God, show you how to go in within yourself, how to be selfish. Because I don't know, I feel like the emperor, I feel like he went through this. I feel like he went through the same situation and found his way out. And now he's looking at this and is like, oh, that's cute, but that kind of brought you heartache and kind of it made you look at yourself. This pain and stuff, it made you look at yourself so that you could find satisfaction within yourself to go towards you and what is for you. So, I'm gonna end this because I feel like that's a good message. Is just keep focusing on you and this new person who came in. This could be your one, definitely, because he's upright. I feel like this could be the King of Swords too. I also feel like this could be the person that you were with, or this could be someone new. But the reason I say that is because I'm looking at this and I'm like, could he be the King of Swords? And right when I look at him, he has a sword right in his hand. Right in his hand. So maybe Mr. King of Swords is looking at this now, looking at this situation and realizing that he was playing and he needed to intervene with himself to get his own self-satisfaction so that he would stop treating you that way and you guys could be happy. I feel like those are two scenarios right there. There are two scenarios, and those of you who are in which scenario, I feel like you guys might know, but those of you who are maybe with this other one, regardless, focus on you, because if the King of Swords is coming around, true colors will always be shown, and you'll know if somebody's changed or not. You are now divine, so you will now see if this you'll now peep this energy, because you now know what you deserve. So be ready, because for some of y'all, union is coming. For some of y'all, somebody new is coming in, and for some of y'all, your ex is changing. Your ex is out here finding himself so that he can better himself for you. So keep them eyes open. I send love, prosperity, abundance, success, positive energy to all of you and to your situations and your union. Have a great day, guys. And also, donations are appreciated. Uh, if I helped or anything. And yeah, guys, have a great rest of your day. I hope that this message gets to you in good spirits, my love. You guys are out here being great, out here doing your thing, and out here finding yourselves. Keep the focus on you. When somebody comes along, you're gonna be shown different because you've always given yourself. Somebody's gonna give themselves to you and show you different. Just be willing to receive it. Don't act. Listen. And I also have a new channel for my twin flame. If you guys go watch that, because I feel like that might be able to help a little bit. It's the twin flame daily reading. The CaramelLoveGuru is the same name. Yeah, so go watch the Twin Flame Collective daily reading for today, and it lines up. So have a great rest of y'all's day.